Welcome back. Your diet should fit your life, not the other way around. Now, if you're wondering how you can eat food with friends and be on a diet, this is a video where I'll break it down for you. See if you can relate to this. I saw this online. How do I plan around eating out with friends on a diet? My friend's birthday party is tomorrow. Still trying to stay in a deficit. I strongly plan on staying away from alcohol and junk food, but I know I will indulge. How do I stay within calories but still enjoy it? And the big picture I want you to think of is don't make your life fit into your diet. Base your diet on the life that you want to live. Don't make your life fit into your diet. Base your diet on the life that you want to live, right? You don't want to be making these plans and then figuring out how you're going to make it fit into your diet. Instead, just have a plan for your diet that's realistic and relevant to your lifestyle so you can make informed decisions, empowered decisions, and you can lead the life that you want. The question, what does a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? Is it about planning, having fun with your friends around your diet? Or is it a diet that's flexible enough that fits the life that you want to lead? Think about this. In this video, I'll give you more than 5 tips to enjoy birthday celebrations and hanging out with friends without crashing out. If it's your first time here, my name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance. I help business owners lose weight and feel their best without crash diets or guilt. If you're tired of failing all or nothing diets, take the free 3-minute Live Aligned scorecard below. That way you can find out what's blocking your weight loss. Maybe it's an unrealistic and silly diet that doesn't really suit what you want. So here, think about this. If you live in a way where you never eat with friends, the diet isn't sustainable. Planning lets you do both progress and enjoyment. So if you are on a weight loss plan or a diet that you haven't really thought through, and it makes you feel like you can never hang out with friends, or it makes you nervous about hanging out with friends, causes you stress to think that you can't hang out with friends, or it causes you to miss hanging out with friends altogether. You just have to stay home. That's not a sustainable diet. Unless you're never going to hang out with friends again, you're not going to celebrate any more birthdays, you're not going to have any more fun, right? Like all these things are preventable if you just would pick a realistic plan. So be thoughtful about your process here so you can choose a diet that's realistic for you. That's what the Live Aligned method is all about, is helping you understand that everything is based on the life that you want to lead, even how you eat for weight loss. You can do both. You just want to have a plan that's realistic and sustainable for you. Now, something else that I like to talk about is being on a diet doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself. There's this idea that like, I can't enjoy things or I'm going to indulge. And it like creates a conflict in itself about how you approach your eating. You can enjoy yourself, and enjoying a celebration doesn't have to mean overeating. It doesn't have to mean eating high calorie foods or like a giant wedge of cake, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to cut those things out either. You can have a balance where you do it sometimes, or you can moderate your portions, or you can decide each event how much of those foods you want to eat. You have a lot of decision power in this. You don't have to make up a generic food rule that makes you feel like you can't do what you want, because then you're being restrictive and then your life's going to suck because you're picking a diet that doesn't fit you. So don't do that. Think about this. All right. Being on a diet doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself. Enjoying a celebration doesn't mean overeating. It doesn't have to mean it. Even if you are with friends that always eat like the biggest, greasiest pizza every time you go hang out, right? Or you're always going to all you can eat wing night and you eat 50 wings, right? You don't have to do that if you're trying to lose weight, but also you don't have to eliminate that either. You just want to be thoughtful about it and think about how you celebrate the things that matter to you. Does it mean punishing your body either way, or punishing your sense of enjoyment because you haven't picked a realistic plan? Now, I don't mean to rant on this, but I want you to think on this. Another thing, the bigger context of your health journey, it depends. It all starts with having a realistic weight loss rate of change goal and calorie target. So if you're trying to lose weight fast, you're more likely to pick a calorie target that's too unrealistic, is too low, doesn't fit things that you want to actually do to enjoy your life in it. And that creates like a punishing environment for your health choices, where it's just like, oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I feel bad for hanging out, eating a little bit extra, right? Like, so you want to make sure that your plan is realistic and sustainable, and not just something that you like pulled out of a calculator that says 1200 calories and that's all you eat, right? Usually you want to base your new calorie targets, your weight loss targets and goals on your current habits. That way you only have to change a few habits a little bit in order to stay on track, versus like picking something that's not even relevant to you or related to you at all, and just trying to like do everything to fit your life, cram your life into that little diet box, right? This is something I cover in Warning, Are You About to Start a Low Calorie Diet video? I'll put that in the cards and it's linked below on YouTube as well, where you pick your calorie target based on your current habits and current needs and the life that you want to lead. All right, so let's get into these 5 tips to thrive in parties with friends, right? 1, estimate your calories in advance. That way, you know kind of a guideline of how many calories are left in your daily budget, if that's how you're doing it. You don't have to count calories to lose weight. So I always want to come back to that. However, if you are counting calories as your primary diet method, then you want to estimate how many you have in that day and then what could be on the menu that night when it comes to the celebration. That way you have room in there to maneuver. Maybe you eat more high fiber foods earlier in the day. That way you're not messing up your overall calorie target by a lot, right? Second tip I have for you, decide what you really want. You can pass on desserts or have a smaller piece, especially for birthday celebrations, holiday celebrations, those kinds of things where you're just gonna be cake. There will be cake, right? Or like a cookie cake, right? Decide what you want, what you really want. It doesn't just have to be like, oh, this is what we always do, right? Like it could, that could be fine, but decide if that's how you choose to celebrate in this moment when you're in that situation. You can pass completely. You can say like, I'm full or my stomach kind of hurts. Like you can make up an excuse, or you can just have a smaller piece. That way you're participating, but you don't have to like have a whole thing. And you could even just have a couple bites of a piece and not eat the rest. You don't have to like finish a bunch of a huge portion in order to enjoy yourself, celebrate, hang out, and all that. All right. Third tip I have, don't go there hungry. Don't go to that party with an empty stomach and wondering why you're eating so much. Especially that's why it's important to make sure your diet's realistic in the first place. Because if you go there and your stomach's growling, you see all this delicious food and it smells good, you're going to overeat. Don't go there hungry. Have a healthy meal before, on your regular scheduled mealtime, or just before you leave. Top tip here, eat veggies or lighter foods first when you get there. Another tip you can have before you go there, you can have a protein shake or maybe some Metamucil or just an apple, like anything like that before to help you manage your appetite. And then when you're at the party, you have the whole shebang laid out, everything's going down, right? You can find the healthiest things on a table and eat those first. If there's a veggie platter, especially, right, or some fresh fruit, go for those first, and then you won't overeat on the high sugar, high fat foods that are coming out later. All right? Don't go there hungry. 4th tip I have for you, consider skipping alcohol. You don't have to drink to have a good time. So just something to remember. So even though you're celebrating, woo, we're having a good time, right? You don't have to drink to like enjoy yourself, all right? Because what happens, it does increase your calories just on its own. You're talking about some of these drinks are bragging that they're 100 calories. If you go like 1, 2, okay. But then if you're talking like 5, 6, ooh, we're celebrating, we're having a party, right? Or if you're having something that's mixed with soda, then your calories are going way up just from having those drinks. So that is one part of it. And then the second thing, your decreased judgment skills. So what happens when you're turning up? You're more likely to get, I don't know, some Taco Bell afterwards or overeat some of those delicious foods that are there, right? And that compounds. It's like, that's where you run into challenges, right? And that's not going to be a day where you're eating matches your plans. You're going to have a tough time with this. Now, I'm not saying don't drink alcohol. I'm just saying just be mindful of the impact that'll have on your diet and your daily habits and your decision making. Like you can make worse decisions than unhealthy eating on alcohol too. So keep that in mind. Consider skipping it. You can celebrate, have a great time without it. 5, resume normal meals the next day. Don't overcompensate, right? Or anytime after this, right? Don't do anything to overcompensate because then you're running into disordered eating habit territory where you're like, oh, don't like if you can avoid it, right? Or anything like that. Just want to plan, get back on track as soon as you can, resume your normal meals. Don't go to the gym and try to work out twice as hard because what that does psychologically, this comes from my experience in positive behavior support, that punishes you for spending time with friends and like eating whatever you thought was appropriate at the time. It's not effective for sustainable behavior change. So what you do is you just get back on track. You can assess your process. You can see if you were following those other 4 steps that I gave you here. You can try to understand why you ate what you did and if you would like to do something differently next time, but definitely avoid overcompensating, punishing yourself for doing the things that you did the night before. Just resume your normal meals, get back on track. If you have a meal plan, get back to your meal plan. If you don't have a meal plan, consider one. Consider working with a dietitian, anything like that. So you have a clearer picture and you can make more empowered and informed decisions. All right. So those are 5 tips to keep in mind there when it comes to celebrating friends, birthdays, all that stuff. Your diet should fit your life, not the other way around. Read the title again, replay the video if you have to. This is a big message if you're on a weight loss journey, right? And don't forget about that Live Aligned scorecard that's linked below. And then next, I cover this in a few different ways. Thinking about a cheat day on Thanksgiving, watch this. I'll put that video up here. That's today's message. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you need help, let me know. As always, keep practicing. Peace.